Good afternoon.
Are we headed to a larger conflict in Lebanon? What are the chances right now of a diplomatic resolution?
So I, as usual, would never want to assign a percentage chance to anything of this nature. I would say that we think a diplomatic resolution is possible. We think it is in the interest of all parties, and I will say that that Minister Gallant confirmed to the Secretary yesterday that is Israel's preferred outcome, that they would prefer a diplomatic resolution to the situation in the north of Israel across the border. And so we're going to continue to pursue that because it's in the interest of all the parties involved, and most importantly, in the interest of the tens of thousands of Israeli and Lebanese families who have been displaced from their homes and want to be able to return home.
You said that Gallant indicated that they want a diplomatic resolution. Is that do you think is that shared across the Israeli government? Some of the actions, for example, the Prime Minister saying moving troops to the north. I know he cast it as defensive, but is that consistent with seeking a diplomatic resolution?
So there are a broad spectrum of actors inside the Israeli government, and I certainly wouldn't want to speak for all of them, but I can say in all of our meetings with senior government officials, including the Prime Minister, they have time and time again expressed to us that their preferred resolution is a diplomatic one.
Present or. Right shoulder off.
Hezbollah's provocations threaten to drag the Israeli and Lebanese people into a war that they do not want. And such a war would be a catastrophe for Lebanon, and it would be devastating for innocent Israeli and Lebanese civilians. And Yoav, this is your second visit to the Pentagon. And so diplomacy is by far the best way to prevent more escalation. So we're urgently seeking a diplomatic agreement that restores lasting calm to Israel's northern border and enables civilians to return safely to their homes on both sides of the Israel-Lebanon border.
Mr. Secretary, since Hamas launched its brutal attack in Gaza, we must work together to ensure the return of 120 hostages, with no exception. We must end the terrorist regime of Hamas. In the north, we are determined to establish security, changing reality on the ground, and bringing our communities safely back home. We are working closely together to achieve an agreement, but we must also discuss readiness for every possible scenario. The greatest threat to the future of the world and the future of our region is Iran, and time is running out.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you, members of the press. Thank you, members of the press. Thank you, members of the press.
Regarding
Heard so little from the Israeli government over the past 4 days now. The Israeli military saying that I think it went.
לא, מה פתאום, אני... רק נגיד